I'm going to sort of throw this on you. I don't know if you're comfortable to talk about it, but you're very religious, and it's during a time when it's not easy to be very religious. It gets mocked a lot. What's that like?
So, I kind of view this like religious the way that people say like crypto. Like, and so what I like to say is like, dude, I'm a Jesus follower. Like, and so I don't know if you've
Yes.
heard that, but like, I'm a Jesus follower, and I see Jesus like as the Bitcoin and as like religion as the crypto. And like because he's the only one like in my entire life that has like helped me not listen to like the negative voice inside my head. And so like when I say Jesus gives me freedom, that's what I mean. Like believing in him gives me freedom because I believe that humans like I had this conversation with a Bitcoiner the other day. Like, are humans inherently good or bad? And like I say bad. Like I think humans are inherently bad. But the reason why I can say that with optimism is because I believe God is inherently good. I don't believe God causes bad things to happen to you. Like I believe God loves you. Like if you're listening to this, like I believe God loves you. And that's why I can live in a world driven by selfish incentives and be an optimist is like for that reason. And so I see there's a lot of continuity in my life of like, Jesus creates freedom. Bitcoin creates freedom. Guns create freedom. Free speech creates freedom. And so in that sense, like I see, my kind of mental model and the way that I operate through life is very consistent.
Yeah, no, and it's I applaud you for uh, not being afraid to voice that opinion, where a lot of people are these days, in a world that's sort of losing Jesus, not religion. It's
Mm-hmm.
losing Jesus. But I did like that. I don't know if you did that on Easter. I grew up Catholic, and I believe Jesus has a very good message. Um, I'm not as I'm a bad Catholic. I'm a bad Jesus follower. But I did like the story you read. I think it might have been on Easter about Jesus sacrificing for the individual. Like he will go find in the parable about the sheep and the one on the mountain.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, God, like in this world of like crowds over individuals, like God does not do crowd math. Like God loves you as an individual. God created you as the individual, and he would risk everything. He already did. He risked everything for you. So he's not doing that. Like to be honest, like I've been very frustrated with the reaction that the church in the United States has had like to this shutdown because I just don't again whether it's there's different levels of like whether it's serious or not serious and it is serious but I don't think we should just like shut down churches that easily. I think that's really dangerous, and so that bothered me, and that triggered me to like when I read that passage about Jesus leaving the 99 sheep in the open country to go find one sheep. That's what I think about. I think about this time and how God's not doing crowd math. He loves you as an individual.
Yeah, I think it's a very strong message too. Um, you can change the world, and you are important. You can. That's why we Bitcoin too, because it enables individuality
Yes.
on a level that does not exist in the current financial system.
Totally, dude. And my faith, like I see my faith in everything. It doesn't, and I don't think it's anti. Look, I don't think believing in Jesus is anti-science. I don't think believing in Jesus is anti-Bitcoin. Like I was just going to make this analogy to like, what you just said of yeah, we're individuals. Like if you read Zero to One by Peter Thiel, like you are not a lottery ticket. Your idea is not a lottery ticket. If you're an investor, you're not just picking random things. Like good investors, you have a literal thesis of what you think is around the corner. Like, and then you hammer it. And that's how I feel about Bitcoin, dude. Like I've never had this much asymmetric information about anything in my whole entire life. And so I'm going to hammer this with every spare dollar that I have and every ounce of like personal credibility that I have. I'm going to hammer this thing because it's the only opportunity I've ever had this much asymmetric information on.
I feel the same way. Let's keep hammering. Let's keep fighting the good fight.
Yeah.
Brian, thank you so much. It's been an incredible hour. Where can we find out more about you, what you're working on? How can we help the cause?
Yeah. So go to surplusbitcoin.com and go to brianharrington.org. And yeah, really appreciate it, guys. Really appreciate all you freaks. Thankful for you.
Yeah, and I didn't realize this until a couple weeks. You're Brain Harrington on Twitter.
Brain Harrington. Yep, Brain Harrington across all social.
Okay. Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your afternoon. I'm gonna go enjoy some dinner.
Do it. Thank you so much, man.
Peace and love, freaks.